Hey everybody, Lucy here. I wanted to go over our next module for this week. And I just wanted to congratulate everybody for making it to the midterm of the semester. And just keep in mind that it takes the entire semester's worth of projects, activities, and assignments, and exams, and quizzes, and everything that you're doing in your classes to accumulate to your final grade. So just hang in there and finish strong. Okay, let's go into your module section. And we are going to scroll down to Module 10 on Production and Operations Management. And oops, let's go back to the Module 10. And this is one, I really like this chapter and module. We spend just one module or chapter on production and operations management. However, you may find yourself in a position working like in an industrial area. Like every city has like an industrial parkway where you'll see industrial type companies like fencing companies where there's forklifts and then or an assembly line or a manufacturer. So you may find yourself in this job position or you may be in this job role. But it's very automated and very robotic, and so I really like that part of this area within management. So let's look here at learning objectives. It's high tech. Explain the strategic importance of production, the overall production process, the role of technology, high-tech, robotics, and the factors involved in where to decide to put a location, a plant or a manufacturing building close to your suppliers, customers, and then the overall job of production managers. So explain what that role is. And then how do we control the production process? If a machine goes down, how do we fix that quickly so we can get back online? And then the importance of quality. Excuse me, obviously working with machines and robotics is, it can be a type of situation where you want to make sure like the quality of each item or unit is as uniformed and the same, whether it be designing a shirt or a candy box or a car. You want to make it consistent. So quality is important, right? That's important. So we will discuss that as well. Okay, so let's look here at your presentations. You have several here. You have an audio presentation. So if you want to turn me on while you're cleaning or cooking, you can do that. Then you have the publish your PowerPoint in PowerPoint and PDF format, where you can print it off to go, or you can just view it. It's not, you don't just have to use it to print. Then you have a Prezi presentation, and there's a really good example, video example of the Tesla Corporation, the Tesla car. So definitely check that out on how the Tesla car is made with robots and of course people, because nothing can really be fully automated at this point. You still need people to oversee it, watch the machines, watch for quality, and if the machine breaks down, you need an actual human at this point to fix it and get it back online. So be sure and look at that Prezi presentation. You definitely want to be reading and studying Chapter 10. That's one of your resources in this class, and it's a really good resource. And then here you have a few links for supplemental resources, and just keep in mind that any of the supplemental resources have to be approved, through e-learning. So in my face-to-face class, I'm able to provide a lot more sometimes, but then I try to make up that with you on the Prezi presentation, and I do provide examples in there. But please, if there's anything that you want or need or would like a supplement or an enrichment resource on, just shoot me an email and I'll find it for you and I'll send it your way. But here's some really great things as well. And you'll be doing an activity on the just-in-time inventory process. So you definitely want to review that. Okay, so speaking of activities, we have a discussion forum and a Chapter 10 quiz. It's going to be due by this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So you can manage your week accordingly. You can do it today, tomorrow, or if you want to wait until Sunday, you can, but you most certainly do not have to. And at this point in the class, you are able to work ahead in other modules. And just please let me know if you need any clarification on anything. Benchmarking a company, keep in mind that benchmarking is just when you analyze a company that's doing something really well, something that you want to do well in your organization. It could be within a certain department, and you see how what they're doing. You research that company, and then you bring that information back to your own company to make it better. Walmart did this with Toyota's just-in-time inventory service. Toyota created this just-in-time inventory where parts were shipped as needed. So it wasn't a lot of bulk and inventory sitting in warehouses or at car plants or dealerships. Whenever something was needed, it was digitally calculated. When it came off the shelf or when it was bought, there was a digital transaction of that, and it sent it back to the inventory process unit, and then they knew to send that out or ship it out at that time. So it wasn't like, okay, we're going to send 30 cars to that dealership every month. No, as a car was sold, that was digitized, that transaction, and then they replenished it. So it's a just-in-time type of inventory, and Walmart does that. So every time you scan a shampoo or a loaf of bread at Walmart, that digital transaction is then sent back to the inventory house. And then they know, okay, we have one less loaf of bread on that shelf of that item. And then they start to replenish it. So it helps to cut down on bulk and inventory. So what I would like for you to do with this discussion forum is I want you to analyze two companies. So come up with one company that you feel does something they do something really well at, whatever that process is. And then give me another company that you feel could benefit by that information or utilizing that methodology. So you're going to benchmark it. You're going to analyze one company's process that's really well, and you're going to recommend that to another company that you feel could benefit from copying them or using that same type of process or methodology. So keep in mind you have your grading rubric here. The great thing about discussion forums is that these grading rubrics don't change, through the entire class. You want to be responding, you want to reply to a classmate's post, you want to be citing your any of your resources used as well. And just keep in mind everything down here. This shows you how this activity aligns with the module learning objectives or outcomes. And so you don't have to answer these questions. I just want you to see how everything falls into place and how everything is connected and how it lines up with the overall learning and module outcomes and objectives. So that's very important to be studying these learning objectives and use that as a guide to, okay, what do I need to be learning out of this module this week, and then reflect back on these objectives as you go along. It's very important. So you do have a chapter 10 quiz as well, and so good luck. If you need any help between now and the end of the week or when any time throughout the semester, do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can contact me via email, via phone, via text, or in person during my office hours. Or if that doesn't work for you, you can always schedule an appointment with you around that. So talk to you later. Bye.